Cursor and Replit agent are the latest buzz right now. And in this video, I'm going to go into when you should use Cursor and when should you use Replit and the pros and cons of both of them. So Cursor is very good at coding if you're a developer. So basically, if you're using VS Code, Cursor is a direct replacement of VS Code. Basically, they forked VS Code and they add all the AI features into it, right? So Cursor is very good if I have a code base and you want to help you make changes and be your assistant, your AI coding assistant. That's what it's very good for. And it's very accurate. It can also do multi-files. So some of the main use cases that we use Cursor for are let's say I define a class like pagination class and I define some to-dos, then it can go through and do each one and code it out for you, and then you just make the tweaks you need afterwards, right? So, or the next one is where, hey, I have this error, and then I wanted to find the bug. So I'll say, these are the files that are involved, and then this is my bugs, and then it would go find the bug and try to help you fix it. These two are the main ways that you would use Cursor. The other way is where hey, I have a configuration file, like a JSON file, and then I want to use it to do code generation. So hey, look to this configuration file, create me the tables, the database tables, and then create me the layout and create all the different view pages, all using config file, right? So I've done this before and this was pretty good. So here's a config file, and it will generate all these files. So it's very good at doing that as well. So any work that it would take you time to copy paste as a developer, it's very good for that as well. The other one it's very good for is refactoring logic. So let's say I have this class, and I'm okay, I want to refactor out all the JWT token and all the authentication token code out. Then you would tell it, hey, look at this class, refactors out into a service. And then it would do that properly. The other main feature that's really good on Cursor is quick edits with Control K. When you press Control K, you can highlight some code. You can say, I don't like this being red, make this blue for me, and then make it relative, and then do position absolute on the right. So basically, if you forget what the CSS class is, or you want to make quick edits and you don't have to Google search anything, it's very, very good for this, right? For the front end. And then for the back end, if you're hey, the logic here is not quite correct, change this to here, it's very good at helping you speed up time. And it's very good at doing multi-file stuff. So you can tell, hey, these are the 5 files, make logic changes in this file, make UI edits in this file, and then make all these changes in different places. For this one, they said implement UI from the screenshot. I tried this, it's not really good still. So this feature is not very good. Now for Replit, the idea of Replit is that you don't need co-editors anymore. So basically you just log on to the site, you can pull down your project, you have the preview of the code here, you have the console here, and you can do all deployment all within this one page. And then now they have AI tools, right? So I think if you do this Command K, so you could ask the agent to solve this problem for you. So Replit, I've tried it, and you can refer to my other video. It's really, really bad at generating code off the bat. But if you tell it, hey, I want to make a login page, make a dashboard page, make an order page, make a profile page, make a logout. I did this and it could not even do the login page properly. So I think Replit right now, if you have your current code and you're I don't want to handle deployments, I just want to code, see it on the screen, and use this as a replacement for VS Code, just code in the browser. This can be very good for that. If you are saying, I want this to code my whole application for me and I don't know coding, it's not good for that. But what I will say is Replit AI is very good if you want to mock up, make a quick prototype of hey, a one-page app that does this, and this, no authentication, very simple database, very good for that. You get something spin up within a few minutes. So that's the scenario when I would use Replit. Maybe they'll get better in the future, but as of right now, it's not good for any production use, especially in my company where we make projects for clients and we do over 15 projects a month. It's not applicable and it's not useful right now. But I would say Cursor has been one of the biggest productivity boosters currently. So hopefully that's a good example and a good comparison of when you use Cursor, when you use Replit, and then people can use this information and go forward and make their own decision on it.